Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm going to quickly go over the entry today just so that y'all understand why I took the entry I did. So I'm going to replay the day. Today it is June 5th, Thursday. So go back to 6:30 because that is when we enter. And we're going to run through it real quick. So there's a lot of questions on why I didn't get into the sell-off at the beginning, and we'll look at it. So first of all, I did pull the charts close together and I looked at the current trends for the day. Starting from yesterday, there was a downtrend here. So I drew that. Kind of makes sense why we rejected here. And then a big wick to the top, rejected there. So all I'm thinking is price might come down from here. Price might come down. And that's something we have to be worried about, conscious of. Then I looked at the big 1 hour. I saw off of here. We had a nice big 1 hour uptrend there. So what did I see? I see a wedge. So if price wants to play inside of this wedge, that's where I'll want to look for my buy. So looking at where price is currently at 6:30 open, it's above our 500, which you guys know I don't like to take the sell-offs into the 500. I rather take like a buy up or something. Because a lot of times what we'll see, right, that you guys all know who trade the juice strat with me, you'll see on these days when we go down to the 500, we'll support off of it. So when we are above the 500, I tend to want to take my buys. When we are below, I tend to want to take my sells. So let's look at here, play it out, 630. 630 is right there, gives us a big push of volume to the downside. So a couple things that we have here. We have the low of the day. We have a level. We have the 500. We have this uptrend line. A lot of reasons for me to believe that this is an area of support where I don't really want to sell off into. I would want to sell off if maybe this 630 candle wasn't so big and I had more room coming down to the 500 here. Because if I was to enter in off of 630, that would give me about 400 pips or so to make a decision on moving stop loss into profit or to possibly take my profit. And that's just too close for me. That's just too close. I don't like that risk. So I'm waiting. What do I see here on the cross lines? I see cross lines coming on down, possibly wanting to go oversold, which means maybe at some point in this area or this area, we might get our buy up. So let's play the day out. We got price continuing down. Looking at our Liddy candles over here, you'll see that we've stayed red the entire time on this push down. So I'm still not looking to take a buy yet, nor am I looking to take a sell because we're already in the middle of the downtrend. Pushing down to this 500, I'm looking at price here, trying to figure out, okay, are we going to respect and support S1 gold zone, the 500 and this uptrend line to go up? Because if it does go up here, that's where I'd want to take my buy. But we'd be patient and wait for a nice reaction, wait for price to respond to the area, play the day out, boom, still got more interest to the downside, big wick to the bottom. Big wick to the bottom. If you guys trade using the juice strat, you guys know we look at these candles like a language. So big wick to the bottom does tell us that there's a possibility of price not wanting to go down and it might want to go up. But for us to enter, we need to have a good confirmation candle on going into the downside. So we do nothing here. We do nothing here. We are at a gold zone, which is nice because now we know we're going to take an entry somewhere. Possibly. We get that push to the bottom side. Why do I still not want to take any sells? For my juice members, you guys should already know we're oversold. I'm not looking to take a sell while we are oversold. And we moved already for the day a solid 38, almost 4,000 pips. So knowing that we moved about 4,000 pips to the downside, I'm really excited to look for a reason to take the buy up here, especially as we're oversold. So play the day out. Got a little bit more push to the bottom, 655. So now we're at another gold zone. And I'm telling myself, yes, at some point, we probably will get a reason to take the buy up as we're oversold. Looking at S2 gold zone is a good reason to believe that price might want to either bounce or break through. I'm believing in the bounce here because that's the juice strat. As we're oversold, I'm looking for a reason to take the buy up. Play the candle out. Boom. We get a little bit of support here. to come up. Yes, there is a wick to the top, but you got to start to ask yourself, right? Understand that trading is all about probability. At what point are you just going to take the probable entry? We're here at S2. We moved more than 4,000 pips now to the downside from that wick to the bottom of the day. 4,400 pips. On average, we move about 4 to 5,000 pips before we want to change direction and probably just even like a reject. Sometimes we'll continue, but at that 4 or 5,000 pip mark, I'm already telling myself, let's look for a reason for price to reject. Here at S2 Gold Zone, while we're oversold, is a beautiful reason to believe in that. Not only that, we had the dot cross entry down over here. So that's what I looked at. So as I got into it, right, playing the game of chess, I'm looking to the top side and I'm saying, okay, where's my areas of resistance that price might reject? Because not only does the juice strat give us the entry, it shows us about where we can expect price to go before it reverses again. So looking at the entry, if I'm looking at here, I'll look up to the next gold zone. That's S1 gold zone. That's 600 pips. I'll look up to the 500. That's about 1,000 pips. The perp is right here, and the level is 1,235 pips away. Beautiful opportunity there. That was where I entered in there. If you guys trade with the juice, you already know our stop loss is the current candle that we entered in on. And now I'm watching this, right? I'm looking to take profit someplace in this area, or at least moving stop loss into profit. For the sake of the video, I'm just going to draw my TP at that area where I'm expecting price to go. Right there. Beautiful risk to reward. As price is going to be moving through this level and this gold zone, we'll continue to move stop loss into profit to protect our profits. And that's it. Gold zone support while oversold, dot cross entry, playing it out. Yes, on this candle, if you guys are looking at the Liddy candles are still red, but I get into it and I just watch it, got interest to the top, big wick to the top, not doing anything there. Volume to the top, telling me there's interest to the top. Now I'm getting the first Liddy candle to go green. Things are looking good. Still here, ranging. Boom, big volume push. Up at that point, I'm already in profit. At this point, when I was live, I moved my stop loss into profit here at the gold zone. Now it's a risk-free entry. Risk-free entry means we cannot lose money. At this point, I let it play out. And I was done for the day. So if you guys watched me live place this entry, you guys know when price got here through the perp line, I moved my stop loss more into profit here at the perp in case we rejected the 500. So I did make a little bit more. You guys saw it here on this replay where I left stop loss here at the gold zone, but I really live, if you look at my entry, I had my stop loss here at the perp. Because you guys know, with this candle right here at 725, if it wanted to continue off of perp, that's a good place for me to have stop loss. And if price wanted to come back down like it did, I would have been able to take a little bit more off of that. So you guys will see when you guys look at my post of the actual entry that I took, you'll see that I moved stop loss up a little bit more. So, but that was the entry. What did we do from here? We continued up to the next gold zone, P gold zone. So this was really just an S2 support going up to P gold zone. Normal juice strat entry, done for the day, baby. That entry took about 33 minutes to play out, so pretty normal day. On at 6:30, got off at 8, making my video now here at 8:37. It's a good day on the charts. So 33 minutes, took about 550 from this entry. It's a good day, baby. For those of you guys who are interested in learning how to trade using the juice strat, I do this every day. DM me, message me. I'm an open book. Please, like I tell everybody, hurry up. Like if this is something that you really want to try to do, start now. It is a skill that needs to be perfected. The beautiful thing about the juice strat is it's a winning strategy, and all you have to do is implement. Implement is the hardest part about trading, and there's no long education. I'm not the type that wants to learn a whole bunch of crap to then implement. A lot of education and gurus, whatever, they'll have you guys learning a lot of stuff and barely implementing and copying them. But no, it's a little bit different with how I teach how to trade. I teach it like a language. I have a strategy that's proven, and all you have to do is implement. That's the quickest way for you to learn how to trade, is to actually do it. DM me if you guys are interested. I'm here. Juice Strap Baby, 550 for the day, June 5th. I'm out. Laters.